Hi, welcome back. This is Storyboard and I'm Dalip Sehgal. If you haven't already guessed, rural consumers are extremely important to companies like Godrej Consumer Products. But what are the insights from companies in other sectors? From tractors to telecom, they are all competing for a share of the rural wallet. Ravi Balakrishnan reports.
Despite the drought, the market for tractors, valued at roughly 14,000 crore rupees, has grown by over 20%. It challenges the popular notion that the rural economy is dependent only on agriculture.
Just about 42% of rural income is based on agriculture. The rest comes from a variety of sources, including trade, small businesses or industries which have cropped up in the rural areas, remittances from people who have moved to the cities. So there's a whole bunch of things which now are alternative forms of income in the rural areas. So that's the first thing. There's a kind of growing disconnect, if I may call it, or distancing between agricultural income and rural income.
Only 10% of rural households own tractors, but almost 35% use them, relying on rentals. Mahindra intends to trigger purchase both with a new tractor at the magic price point of 1.5 lakh rupees, as well as through loans via Mahindra Finance. Easy Finance figures heavily in the plans of yet another under-penetrated category in motorcycles. So market leader Hero Honda has tied up with over 50 rural and cooperative banks. It currently gets 40% of sales from rural India, and the focus is on entry-level 100cc bikes. But mainstream advertising only goes so far, and since 2007, Hero Honda has had a dedicated rural vertical.
The activities that we've been doing under rural vertical range from an opinion leader contact program to mapping the rural customer, what we call rural footprint, to leveraging fairs and festivals and doing special activities. These are not only in the area of sales but also in the area of awareness generation, also in the area of post-sale service, also in the area of parts availability. So it's a fairly comprehensive rural program that we embarked upon under our rural vertical.
Rural subscribers are growing faster than urban subscribers among India's 488 million mobile users. Market leader Bharti Airtel says that half its subscribers are from villages and 40% of new additions are also from here. Though the average revenue per user remains lower than that of urban users, the rural consumer is equally eager for relevant value-added services.
The vernacular enablement plays a very key role because obviously language is a key enabler of this opportunity exploitation and opportunity realization. The second aspect which would come to my mind is the context in which the phone is used in the rural sector. So for example, if it is a local artisan or it's a local worker, if we can actually provide services, value-added information which can directly be used, we have actually found the adoption rate for those kind of services at a very high rate. We believe that especially with the opening up of 3G at some stage and even right now, mobile phone and connectivity could be very, very key drivers of really accelerating entertainment consumption in the rural markets, and that's where value-added services would sit fairly and squarely.
With government schemes putting money into rural markets and better infrastructure, it's expected that demand will continue to head north.
FMCG companies like yours are supposed to be the rule book writers when it comes to marketing and rural marketing and all of that. But telecom companies are really giving you a run for their money, isn't it? Is there anything that they're doing that is really something that's food for thought?
I think you're absolutely right. You go anywhere today and people have a cell phone in their hand. I think their distribution reach today is probably as good and in some cases even better than most FMCG companies. So I think the learning there obviously is that you try and build your distribution well ahead of the curve, which is what most of them have actually done. Anuradha, don't you think it's about half an hour now and we need to wrap up?
It is, but it's been such good fun. Is that a hint that you're not having a good time?
No, I had a good time. With that, it's a wrap up on Storyboard. Log on to storyboard.in.com for more.
All right.